Hi guys, I'm reviewing the Juki TL 2000 QI today. Great machine. I just got it today, but I've been sewing with it all afternoon, and I am in love. It is a heavy-duty machine, professional quality. It is very quiet and smooth in operation. Does take oil, unlike my old Husqvarna Viking, which is fine though, because that Husqvarna kind of seemed clunky even after I had it serviced. And so I think oil's a good thing for a metal machine. Some of my favorite things about this particular machine are that it has an automatic thread cutter, and you can either use it by hitting the cut button, or you can use the foot pedal down there, and when you push backwards, it will cut. That is a little bit of a learning curve. I accidentally cut threads a couple of times, but I just sewed over it and it did fine. This little rod that you see here, and I apologize, my table is very old, and so this is kind of in the way. I got to figure out if I want to take it off or not, but it seems to work. It is a knee-operated pressure foot lifter. So if you can see the pressure foot going up and down as I move my knee, it is phenomenal. I've been working on a panel today, putting Chennile It on, which you see a picture of it in the gallery that I shared. And when I was doing this yesterday with my old machine, it was taking me forever to stop and start between the little pieces that I was having to sew down. Today, with the thread cutter operated by the foot pedal and the presser foot lifter that's knee operated, it has gone probably a third of the time that it took me yesterday to do this. So absolutely love this machine. Relatively easy to thread. Not as easy as some machines I've used, but it's really not that hard either. Once you figure it out, you've got it. One thing that I am getting used to now with this machine is that it's not a drop-in bobbin like my old machine. The bobbin actually goes under here, but it's relatively easy to get to. It's in there. It's a pull-out with a bobbin case. And so, unfortunately, this means that I can't see how much thread is left like I could in my old machine. So no more bobbin chicken for me. But that's okay. Otherwise, let's see, it does have two thread spool holders on the back. It does come with one cone, and it comes with a cap if you're using a regular thing of thread. Bobbin winder works really well. A little bit of a learning curve on that one just because of the way it sits on there. There are 4 places to oil on top. You've got one here, one here, one here, and I think that's the other one. Yeah, that's where the oil was. And then you've got 2 down here, one here, and then one here. And then there is one place up under there near the bobbin that you do. The thread tensioning thing is very controllable. Here's your stitch length, and here you can actually control your presser foot pressure. And so when you put on your walking foot and you need to adjust it, you can. Or if you're going to do free motion quilting and you've dropped your feed dogs, but you want to also decrease the foot pressure, it just gives you a little bit more room. Speaking of the feed dogs, here is the great lever for raising and lowering them, which works well. Here's a big old reverse lever, which I love because it's big and you don't have to look for it while you're sewing and trying to keep your eyes on your fabric. And let's see, that's the biggest part. And I'm going to do a little sewing real quick so you can watch the operation of this. Okay, here we go. I have already put the fabric under there. I've got my little strip of Chennile It under there. By the way, if you haven't used this stuff, it's phenomenal. It looks kind of raggedy going on, but after you wash your fabric and dry it, it poofs out and just looks phenomenal. It's a great, great accent piece, and this panel is incredible. I've seen it used. Okay, here we go. I apologize, I don't have a fancy thing to hold my camera. And I'm going to have it go backwards, forwards, and then I'm going to step on the pedal, and you heard it cut. Now I'm going to hit the knee thing, and it raised my presser foot for me. And so now that one strip is done. I didn't have to cut under and on top of the fabric because it cuts both the bobbin thread and the needle thread. And if I had two hands instead of one of them holding the camera, I very easily just turn this around, put on my next strip, and then I'm going to drop the presser foot with my knee again. Alright, start sewing. I accidentally hit the cutter. Like I said, learning curve there. Alright, start sewing. Reverse a little bit. Alright, I'm just going to make sure I've got that Chennile It lined up. And then here we go. Reversing. Using the little thing. I let it go, going forward. Now I'm using the foot pedal to clutch, knee to pick up, and there we go. And I just keep going around. And then I come through and snip my little threads, and it's ready to go. I think you'll love it too. Have a great day.